Cause I'm back, y'all, and I'm ready to go. Nobody likes it, it's still the name of the show. Yeah. The podcast that is writing history now. On the top of the charts and everyone talks about. Right. I know that the players might not be the same, but sarcastic humor is still the name of the game. You know who they are and who I'm talking about. You know what I mean, so you better shout out now. Nobody likes onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. They started a tour and now they're more than 5. They got bigger and better at coming at you live, bashing everybody just to get in the mood. Still talking about TV and food, and if a good old name calling is what you need, tune in for the bad podcast of the week. At Nobody Likes Onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. You heard it. Come on. Just by the name the girls get busy. This ain't entirely true though. Leave it to Patrick.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another attempt at a podcast. We have done it, everybody. We're going to try this again. I'll tell you something. We have, I don't know what I want to say, how much I want to say about this, but I will tell you that yesterday we were getting like, what seemed to be like 1 million fucking requests a second while we were streaming on Twitch. And we were getting like, I believe it's what the kids call DDoSed. We're getting DDoSed while broadcasting. Now, I'm not sure who's doing it because there's a couple fucking issues ongoing right now. I've had several interactions ongoing with a comedian who used to be on this show. I'm aware of some drama that is starting to be stirred up with a comedian that I've had problems with in the past on this show. And I thought we had buried it, but apparently this guy's running his mouth, and that wasn't the deal. And if you're going to go around telling your version of the story, we can put up the evidence of the other version of the story. And I know this is cryptic, but I'm just going to say this. Enough. You know, if we had a deal, you know, I don't go around making many deals. And if we had a deal that you shut your mouth, you can't go around telling people, oh, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit, and he stopped talking. It's like, oh, no, you stop talking too. That's the point. Because you're full of shit. This is, yeah. Oh, it sounds like a Denny thing. Denny and I, you know, Josh, Denny and I have been texting because we have mutual interest in another project from back in the day. We share money from another thing. And he's been texting me like, please let me come on the show. I'd love you to be my friend again. He keeps hitting me up like, come on, man, let's go to Denny's. Like the old days. He wants to do it. He wants to like get together and have like Denny's meals at Denny's. I can't be bothered with it. But I just say, if you're hacking me, I'm gonna find you. I have a particular set of skills, and we will hunt you down. We will find you. Sound like he wants to bang. No, please. If you're on social media, I tell people to stay out of people's business. But if you're on social media, you tell people to tell Josh Denny to leave Patrick alone. Like I'm not like I haven't answered his last like 6 texts, but you tell him I said, Patrick says enough with the text, Denny. He's never, ever, ever going to partner with you on that animated series. He does always have ideas that he wants to do and pitch. I will start out this show by telling you that I am you know what it is. People, you say what you want or say what you will. But I'll tell you this, put this down on your bill. I am mentally ill. I am losing my mind, and people, this world, I feel like the movie Idiocracy times 19, because you have broken me, world. You have broken me. I can't do it anymore. I'm not dangerously mentally ill, but I am, as a person in spirit, broken. And it's freeing. And we'll use it to soar to new heights. Don't let this hold you back. If you feel crazy, if you're stir crazy, let it out. Shake it off, as Taylor Swift always like to say. But yeah, I can't. I'm watching the Zuckerberg hanging in the. This is 6 hours of them grilling Tim Cook from Apple, Mark Zuckerman from Facebook, Jeff Bezos from Amazon, and the other guy from the other company we pretend is important. What is the other one? Google. Some Indian guy you've never heard of. It's not Larry or Serge J. So I didn't know who it was. But listening to them, so if you know how this works, it's like there's 900 senators and they all get 3 to 5 minutes each. And they ask this long-winded accusatory question, because basically Amazon is predatorily putting small companies and innovators out of business, like a fucking course they are. And Facebook's just a giant piece of shit that's spying on everything you do. Google has their goddamn, Google's got like a claw hand, that is got one finger in every one of your shits. They own your browser, so they know what you're looking at. They own the major search engines. And even if you think you don't use Google, like most search entities built into other apps and things like that use some sort of Google technology, you wouldn't even, if I was fucking Indian Schmindian guy talking to the Congress, I'd be like, oh, do you have a problem with Google? How about we shut it down for a day? And when you all come crying with blood out of your eyes up to the old statue of Abraham Lincoln, blood pouring down the marble steps into the goddamn reflecting pool. And then we'll turn it back on. And you can have your Wi-Fi and your Gmail. I literally had to listen to one congressman ask the guy from Google why his re-election campaign emails don't get to his father. We're in the middle of this is a Congress that is about to, and everyone's sitting there going like, oh my God, he's going on about, I'm sorry that you're uninformed, but this Congress recesses in like 8 days or whatever, and they go off for a month and jerk off into the wind like anything's open to go do. And instead of talking about the millions of people who are like out of unemployment starting next week, or the pandemic that is sweeping the nation, the Fauci virus, no, let's sit in a room. All that is important. But my dad, now, he has tried turning the computer on and off, but he's still not getting the emails. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I think Apple's the only one that offers better privacy in their services and can't escape any of these companies. Yeah. I mean, I do think Apple is better about user privacy, but let's not be mistaken. These guys would grind up Chinese dissidents and use them to make Gorilla Glass if that's what it took. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like none of these companies are good people. And I love that Google's whole motto was like, do no evil. And it's like, that's how you know what I mean? It's the guy who walks into a room and goes, by the way, just want to make this clear, heads up at the top of the party, I'm not going to be fucking kids here tonight. It's like, whoa, why would you need to express that in any way, shape, or form? But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. So it is what it is. watching these guys' madness, 3 minutes back and forth with you. These guys all refuse to answer a question straight up, so we get nowhere. So it ends up just being like a fucking Congresswoman Karen yelling at a billionaire for 3 minutes. And I met a mother who said that she couldn't sell paper clips online anymore because Amazon had come in overnight and cut the margins by 12%. And she fed a family of 14. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Bezos? And he's like, that sounds, Congresswoman, I just want to say that sounds uncharacteristic and not the systematic way of doing things at Amazon. Thank you, Mr. Bezos. And it's like, oh, we all saved a woman from the swamp. Like, we didn't do anything. We didn't do shit. So why is everybody excited? I don't know what the purpose is. They don't get into anything. They can dodge questions for 3 fucking minutes. And is this... Now, this I have a problem with, whatever we're encoding with here. So we've changed things up. I have 2 redundant broadcast streams. Try to fucking DDoS me now. Bitches, I dare you. I don't dare you. Please don't come after our stream. We had to set up redundant, but look, something with this encoding. Is that doing that on you guys' end? If I do this, can you see the weird aliasing? I look like a goddamn robot falling apart. Now, I'm watching on the stream on Twitch, and it looks pretty smooth. But I don't know. It's not great. I'll tell you that. And on my screen, it looks like dog garbage. And that's how we have to say dog shit now. But that is what it is. So when I cover these things, people seem to have a real issue with... Here's another thing that I don't care for. And I've been a podcaster for as long as podcasting's been a thing. So my opinion on this counts a little bit towards something. Dick cheese. Okay? So listen the fuck up. I'm not having a debate with people in my chat room about what's cool to talk about today, or whether this is a good take. I don't give a shit what you think. I'm going to talk about things that I think are important. And if that includes breaking down a video that may or may not be 4 days old because I was in a pool in Arizona, I'm okay with it. And the fact that you're not okay with it seems to suggest to me a mental capacity that is diminished far beyond what should be normal for a man of your height. I mean, come on. Am I wearing makeup? Get out of here, you old kooks. Just because I start sweating when I yell, you can't accuse me, And also, zoom in on this, please, Zoom in. Is there anything about this face that would even suggest to you some sort of smoothness that I could begin to portray? How dare you get me off my rant? Everybody's saying smooth here. I'll tell you this, though. It is hot as balls in this room. People don't know this, and probably one of the reasons I'll be moving, whether or not I decide to purchase a home. This part of my house is a big add-on to this house, and it doesn't get the same air conditioning. And so from now on, I'm going to try to get shows out of the way either morning hours or early afternoon hours, or we're going to have to wait till late night. The air doesn't pump back here as well. The ceiling doesn't have an adequate attic and insulation like the rest of the house. And I'm sure that even the building, the structural walls of the place aren't as insulatory. I don't know what the word is. Aren't as good at insulating as the main house, because the main house is like stone, and this is so it's probably just fucking dripping hot in here. I stand up and my balls have made ball soup every time I get out of this chair. And I keep a ceiling fan on and stuff, but it doesn't do me justice. But you're right. I am glistening. Oh, and it's just the goddamn beginning. I haven't even started yelling about Ty Rivera yet. Let me get a drippy cup for underneath my chin. I've also decided to completely let myself go. The only thing I'm working on physically with my body at this point is dropping weight. Are we getting to Josh Denny today? This is the guy. First of all, this is one of these guys. I just gave a speech on what I'll be talking about. Ban him. Not ban. What's the, can you time out a man? Time out a man for not listening. And people will say, Patrick, when you time somebody out, what does that even do to them? Are you even affecting their lives? They'll just be able to talk in like 2 minutes. And you're like, yeah. But they know, then they know I just got here. Well, that's not our fault. You got to catch up. Time him out anyway, just because I said it and I can't be going backwards now. I don't need people making fun of my ball soup. I also don't know if I want Curran in charge of timing anyone out for anything. But I also like it. It's like having a pit bull, and every once in a while he does bite a child. Twitch timeout. No, thank you. Okay, so when I talk about this kind of shit, when I talk about things like Mark Zuckerberg, when I talk about things like people losing their minds in public, it's for a greater good. It's to get to a bigger thing. I don't know about you, but if you're not going nuts a little bit, I don't think you're okay. And people can make fun of me and say, Patrick is snapping. He's not banned until Patrick screams with echo. Yeah, that's true. I do have to go, ban him! Steve Bannon. It's like Steve Bannon, but it's a directive. Steve Bannon. No, but I will tell you this. Like, if you're cool, if you're rolling along during all this and you think it's okay, you're not paying attention. So I'm going to be honest. I am losing it a little bit. After this show, I'll be heading to Costco, which always seems to calm me down because I can look at the Chromebooks and the exotic cheeses, which always is fun. And I like to go in there and yell at them for not having samples anymore. Like, where's my brie on a toothpick? So like, look, I realize that it's very easy to sit in a chat room of any show and run your mouth and say things like, oh my God, this is old, or hot take. I would suggest back to you that you have turned your goddamn brain off and have become a CNC of dope catchphrases and memes. And you should maybe dial back your interaction. I would challenge this. Everybody who listens to my show, if you want to prove your mental capacity, this is a directive from your Captain Daddy. You right now, you take out your phone, and I know this is going to get a lot of screenshots going, wow, he only has the 10S. Get him. Take out your phones immediately and go into the settings and turn on screen time. Okay? This is a feature that you probably glossed over when you unwrapped your new phone because you have the attention span of a chimpanzee on crack cocaine. Okay, so go into your phone, turn this feature on. It's called Screen Time. If you have anything older than an iPhone 4S, you should be able to do this. And I am, of course, joking. Please have a 7 or kill yourself. Take it out. Turn on Screen Time. And what this will do is give you a report every week. And you can also go in at any time at your disposal and check your stats of how much time you're using your phone, but not only using your phone is not necessarily a bad thing. How much time you're spending in each app. You can turn this on your Mac too, so it can track you across your platforms. And then again, if you're sitting in the chat room right now while I'm suggesting this to you going, dumb, lame, oh, good take, thanks, we knew about this feature earlier. It's like, you are part of the you're like an idiot on the side of a parade going, we've seen this float, you fucking Shriner pieces of shit. It's like, okay. Turn your brain a little bit more back to human. But the point is, turn that on. Go into your phones and turn that on. I'm sure Android has a similar feature that drains your battery faster and has a virus in it. So find whatever that is and turn it on. And then in our group, and by the way, we have two things. We have a Facebook page and a group. I don't want to get into it, but in the Facebook group, I want you to post. It's a little more intimate. Post a screenshot of your weekly reports. Okay. I want to see how long you're spending. And I'll do the same thing. I'll post mine and you can see it. But, I have a feeling for most of you, it's going to be Twitch, Tinder, Googling creepy phrases, 38 hours a day. It's not going to be great. So, if you want any kind of credibility with me, this is better than a credit report. This is better than you having references on a job application to me. I need to know that you aren't an out of it. And we can tell if you're an out of it. I want this thing to report to me, watches Fox News 90 hours a week. I need to know that. Because it shapes what I'm going to feel about how sane you are as a man. I can't help it that you've burst your bubble or that you've gone along with this conspiracy. I'm starting to believe in plandemic. Maybe this is all just a hoax. I'm starting to believe it. Maybe every other country doesn't have the virus solved. Maybe they didn't do it better than we did it. Maybe there isn't that big of a deal, and we've been duped. Lane was right all along. They can't let us on planes because then we would see how safe it is. Think about it. Are masks really part of the thing, or could they just be, some other stuff? Who knows? Not for me to decide. And I'll tell you this, I'm open to it now, though. All the conspiracy theories, I would love to know them. Link them to me. You're telling me aliens are back the same month that we're supposed to reelect Fauci while he throws out baseball and doesn't wear a mask in the stands? Get real. I've seen this movie before. So yeah, the point is I have lost my damn mind and I don't need any criticism about it. And I would suggest to you that if you haven't lost your damn mind, at least a little bit, that you are the one who's fucking broken. I can't deal. You know what I can't do anymore is deal with fucking logic loops. I can't deal with people thinking I love it's perfectly appropriate. The got 'em emote for our show. Got 'em. It's perfect for us. Why? Well, because, these idiots, these are the, I'm talking about everybody going like, already covered it. We used to get this one back in the day. I think the biggest one we used to get was Distorted View. This is a show in another podcast. And they go, oh, Distorted View covered this already. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry that I didn't go out and listen to every podcast and ask you if you listen to any podcast that happened to mention it so that we could remove it from our topics tonight. I forgot to do that. Also, for every other listener of the show. It seems innocuous. It seems like a throwaway comment. Great take. Seems like a fun comment. When you boil those two comments down, they're the same comment. And when you boil that down further, you get to this truth. My brain don't understand why your brain doesn't know why that's old to my brain. I heard that before what you said, and I don't want to hear again. But you said it again anyway. So I gotta tell you, I already heard that thing you said. He needs to know me heard already. Like, whoa. Whoa. It's a narcissism. It's an inability to like fucking turn around and look at the world. Like, you're a broke, like, wow, man. But I heard already. Ah! Like, cool, bro. Break yourself. Oh my God. Like, and also, I guarantee you that all these people aren't critical thinkers. You know what I mean? When they go, anybody who's going like, already heard this. Oh yeah, fresh take. It's like these are people who like read a clickbait caption or, you know, heard Lou Dobbs in the background yelling and think they know. Now they think they know that take. So they're just like, already heard those words, sex trafficking, Wayfair. Already heard that. Duh. It's like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane behavior. Don't catch yourself doing it. Poop emoji. Yeah. Oh, fuck. And then you come to me and be like, he's lost it. He's snapping. Oh my God. And then this is the best one. This is what the best one they'll do is go, oh, look, he talked about us saying that it was on Distorted View. We got him. What? Like, I do a live interactive show. If I read it, it's gonna be in the show now. And by the way, if me mentioning it or talking about it is dumb or distracting, it's weird for you to bring it up. Have you kept up with Lane, like old fan Lane of the show? Look, Adam, we talked about this yesterday. We can't. Yeah, he is out of his. Follow Lane Libra if you want another nut. If you want to see what happens when you can't fucking stop a grandfather clock in the fucking center. We have wackos to the east of us, wackos to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with Jews. Don't tell Dr. Disrespect or Twitch that we said that. We have nothing against Jews. As a matter of fact, I'm undergoing a course to convert right now. Danny LaBelle is teaching me. This is 100% serious, though. You tell Josh Denny, stop texting Patrick. It's fucked. He has some new thing he wants to promote. He's like, dude, well, come on. It'll be funny like old times. Everything's, over Zoom now, so it doesn't matter. But, whatever. Now, a couple of things. And I do want this. I'm not going to bring up. There are two things right now that I am not having it anymore. I'm ready to die with all this. And you guys can all circle the drain going, lame, we've already seen this. Adam Dominguez, bring it up. I'm going to bring it up, but I'm not going to say everything I need to say. Because, look, Adam Dominguez and I only say his last name out of respect. I do look. I like Adam Dominguez. I think Adam Dominguez is funny, but I've known Adam Dominguez 1 or 2 years. I think 3 years. How long have we? A few years. You know, we haven't known each other very long. We don't know each other very well. You know, so I don't know whose side he's on. I don't know where loyalties lie. But I'll tell you this. I think he's fine, but the more we dive into, it's been a weird time knowing you. What does that mean? Well, now I need more information. You can't just you can't come at me like that. It's been a weird time knowing you. That phrasing, like if a girl heard you talked about her like that after a date, you'd never be able to sleep again. You'd be tortured at night, pulling at your panties. It means my life has been enriched. Wow. Look, I'll tell you what I've learned about the Vegas comedy community. And look, while I am a part of it, I think I'm also in a unique position to I'm not a real part of it because I'm never here. Although that's changing. I'm putting down roots. If I buy a house, in a couple months, I think I'm looking at houses. The market is very shit right now. But I'm looking at houses, and I won't buy a house unless I can build a really permanent studio. We're going to take it up to the next level. Strippers, poles, all kinds of shit. Adam Dominguez is sounding like a real Rastafarian. Okay, a couple of things. Number one, there's a comedian here. First, there's so much shit going on in this comedy community. And again, I implore any Vegas comedians out there, we'll cut this and make it a clip and can we put this on all the Vegas comedy groups? We'll cut it. And by the way, get good at clips, you guys. This is part of Twitch. Get good at clips. You know, nobody does them right. Take your time, cut them right. So here we'll start one here. These are edit points, okay? So you'll know how to make a clip. Probably the other way. We'll start it. Okay, here we go. Hi, Vegas comedy community. My name's Patrick Melton. You may or may not know me. I've been around for a while. Well, anyway, people have been coming to me telling me a lot of crazy shit about the Vegas comedy community, and I don't know what of it to believe. But if you have any comedy dirt, come on down to Nobody Likes Onions. Spill it in my ear. Slide into my DMs. I'd love to hear your shit. Patrick, how can we trust you? Why would we tell you the dirt? Well, ask around. Anybody who really knows me and has known me for a long time knows that I'm fair. There might be people out there who say, Patrick, he's trouble. Stay away. Those people are liars and they're full of shit. Also, they lit my mom's car on fire and that's how she died. Now I never get to see her except when I visit her grave and pray to the man in the sky who controls things, but he's not real. Anyway, come on down to Nobody Likes Onions. Spill your secrets. I'd love to hear from you. We keep things totally fair. Ask people. I know secrets about a lot of people in this chat right now, and I don't say them out loud. And even things that have been told to me by people in this chat, I don't say those either. I keep it real ambiguous, so nobody even knows who I'm really talking about. Is there even anybody? Who knows? That's the beauty of me! So come on down to Nobody Likes Onions. We'd love to see you down here at the Onion. Anyway, we'll cut that. We'll trim it. You know, we throw that up. And then we start attracting more and more secrets. We become like the TMZ, DMZ, TLM of the comedy community here. So basically, there's a comic who I've had some serious shit with in Vegas, and I thought we were fucking cool, and he's running his mouth. And you're lying about shit. And again, this is how it started with Ty Rivera, who we'll get to and do an hour on in a second. But by the way, whoever of you out there, and then there's another one, and you know who you are because we've been talking, and I'm not talking about Denny, but there's a lot of shit going on. This chessboard has come alive and these pieces are waking up. And I'm just getting tuned into it. So when you think, oh, he's losing his mind. Yes, I am. Let's fucking go. I've had enough of it. Also, Kathleen has left me. She took the kids. And things are getting really, really strained for me. I've decided also not to cut my hair or groom my beard in any way until we're free from Fauci's reign. And that also makes me look even more like an ungroomed maniac. I am aware of that. So don't come at me like, can we really trust him with whiskers like that? Ask me, we've got Kool-Aid, who's a friend of this show, and I've heard people are giving Kool-Aid shit for being friends with me. This is your comedy community? Half of the guys I fucking hear about, oh, now I'm getting messages. Half of the guys I fucking hear about in this fucking comedy community are like rapists or like kid touchers, and nobody wants to talk about it, except Adam, who quietly sidesteps the whole issue, and right on him. I wouldn't want to be getting called out on Facebook for living with a kid toucher. And I guess some people are okay with it. Kool-Aid. But other people lose their fucking minds, Apparently Kool-Aid and Waldeck live with a convicted pederast. Is this a kid toucher or a rapist? I don't know what he did. I don't have any information. But then other people are like, we won't book him on shows because he lives with a fucking pedophile. It's like, what's happening? I mean, how cheap is rent? And also, why? Why is it so cheap? Why? But people don't like to talk about this stuff. And then I go after Ty, and I'm friends with people who I know are friends with Ty. And by the way, we have confirmation now. Yesterday, we thought Ty may not know about this whole situation because I received some inside information that if Ty knew about this, there's no way he would ignore it. Ty doesn't ignore shit. He's in. But we know for sure, Curran, we put our best agent on this. Curran went over to his video on YouTube and posted our video as a response, and he has deleted the comment. So he is aware now, and he is ignoring. So here's what I've come to reckon about Ty. Maybe he just lives with a podiatrist, and this is all a big misunderstanding. That is completely possible. Good point, Moody. But probably not. In all likelihood, the rumors are usually true. That's what I've come to find out. Ty is unbothered. Okay, so let's get into Ty, I guess. So what I've come to understand from Ty. Let me just button this up real quick because I've come to find out that this comic who I had problems with in the past, who I thought shit was squashed with, has seen the drama with Ty and is telling other people Patrick is an online bully.
Smoke weed every day.
That is inappropriate, and that is a lie. I am not an online bully. Ask anyone. We don't go after anybody here for no reason. Everybody I've ever gone into a thing with has been on the side of righteousness for his glory. Hallelujah. Don't make me speak in tongues again. The people that I'm after are not good people. I will tell you this. Ty Rivera is not a good person. He is not. I don't even know the dude. I've dove into it. He's not a good dude. This guy is a manipulative piece of shit. You're more of a snarky mean girl that we're still all friends with. Well, I think Adam, that I'm fair. I think you will admit that I'm fair. Look, if Ty wanted to call in and actually have a conversation, I'd be for that. He could have his piece. But what I found out from Big Irish J is that this is what he does. And it's also so basic bitch for me. It's like he's literally posting like Big Irish J is calling. I don't know how Ty talks. Even though we do have a video of him doing stand-up from last week, which we probably should break down. It's a 17-minute video. I think we could get through it in 2.5 days. I'm not trying to be... Look, I've got to make it entertaining and funny, so I'm not trying to be like... I am being over-the-top mean, but also, he's a piece of shit. Like, I've watched him lie about people. He's done the same thing to other people that he did with me. He butts into a conversation that he was not a part of, takes somebody incorrectly, deletes himself from the situation, runs to his little, boxed off area, and then he just screams, "This is what happened over there. You can't see it. Don't worry about it. But this is what happened, and I won. I told him how it was, and I came out on top." And it's like, you don't take this wrong, but I know why the gay people hate you. You're annoying, dude. You're hurting it. Fuck it. I'll drop names. Oh, the Amy Blackwell thing. What? I don't know anything you're talking about. There's an Amy Blackwell thing? I don't even know who that is. Oh, they're all dropping over here. But Ty has so much weird narcissism going on that he's doing this thing now where he's like trolling people, then actually getting upset by the people he invites to his page with this troll bait, and then he blocks them and lies about the interaction to make himself look good again. It's the weirdest, dumbest cycle, all while yelling he doesn't care about the situation. Moody will love that.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over. I don't care.
Bruh, you're on the surface of so much. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. I'm getting a lot of bits and pieces from different people. But if people from the past that I had a problem with, who came to me, by the way, we had a problem. You still haven't done what you were supposed to do that started the problem. You fucked me over, and I'm being very vague because I don't want to open this can of worms again until we're going to open it. But if we're going to open it, we will. If you guys are enjoying the Ty thing, wait until we open this one up if we happen to open it. I've just bent up the tab. I haven't really creased it off yet. But I'll tell you this, if we're going to reopen this, is it going to be bad? If you thought what we did before was bad, wait until, and this sounds very threatening, and I'm not this person anymore. I'm a nice man. But when I hear you're bad-mouthing me to people after you came to me, begged me for something, we met, we both talked, I did something for you. You're going around telling people that I'm the one who wronged you. I apologized, and I'm a bully, and I'm dangerous, and watch out for me. I'm a piece of shit. How dare you? Because what you've done this summer, we know what you did this summer. That's all we'll say. Hashtag we know what you did this summer. We know what you did this summer. And Adam will laugh. Okay, anyway. Oh, you guys are speculating on stuff. Again, I'm not opening any shit. But if don't start no shit won't be no shit. I'm getting a direct message here. Okay, so I'll just read this. Ty and Amy. This is, I guess, Amy Blackwell. Oh, we got new drama going on today. Fuck yes.
Hot shit.
Ty and Amy were on a road trip together, and she made a joke. Amy Blackwell is like a bigger girl. I did some shows with her. Here, I believe. They were okay. Amy, so Ty and Amy were on a road trip together. And by the way, booking Ty. And she made a joke where she said the N-word in context of a joke. I think we need to hear the joke. They were cool before that, and then Ty, without telling her, started grilling her while recording the conversation. Oh my God, this is it. This is Ty in a nutshell. This is what he does. What a piece of shit. He's the kind of guy who, this is something Ty would do, I bet. You have an argument in the green room over something and it's not a big deal, or just mixed words, or you picked up his drink by accident. Any breach of Ty protocol, you know what I mean? Ty's one of these people who has very specific ways he wants everything done around him. From how you react to his content, from if you even should be on his page, to, how to talk to him, how to phrase things. Only he's allowed to be derogatory and insulting, not you. And you better check your privilege. And by the way, whatever privilege you have or diminished privilege you have, he has always got, a bigger argument in his corner. Well, I'm not only a minority, I'm gay. Oh, I'm not only gay, I'm an awful comedian. It goes on and on and on. His list of disabilities. He's the kind of guy that you would get into some weird minor interaction like that before the show with him, pick up his cup by accident, kick his shoe by accident, say something he didn't agree with. He would not mention it for 20 minutes, go out on stage, and then talk shit about you. I've never seen him do it, but I have a feeling he's that kind of fucking guy. Any real life face-to-face confrontation, and this is what all these guys have in common, by the way. Any real world shit they can't handle. And you got to be even more careful sometimes with those guys, because dumb people will just cheek check your ass. You know what I mean? A dumb person, when confronted, Ty, I don't know Ty, but when confronted, if I run into this guy in a gig, and I'm hoping it's soon, I don't know if he's the kind of guy who will just silently sip his drink over in the corner while looking at me, just giving me fucking sideways glances like that motherfucker over there, and then make some passive aggressive comments on stage. I have a feeling that's what it'll be. And then he'll go home and blog about how proud he is that he didn't react, I saw a guy tonight at a show that I didn't like, and I didn't let him get into my head and ruin my power, and I know my story. And it's whoa, that kind of guy. Whereas a normal person would walk over and be like, hey, I'm Ty, we've never met, but in a gayer voice. That's what it would be. But I don't think Ty's into real life confrontation. That's why he likes blocking people. That's why he likes passively recording people, going back to his walled garden and making a post about how good he did. It's never enough for this fucking dope. He can drag on something that he did and make it 7 different pats on the back for him. He can make friends with somebody and then brag about being friends with them when he doesn't agree with them. He can write about them posting something and how he doesn't agree with it, so that's another big pat on the back. Then he can unfriend that person and tell people how he did it because he doesn't tolerate hate. And then he'll fucking go on and go, this person's attacking me since I unfriended them. And I'm just whatever, moving on in my world. And it's it's a weird thing to also be really proud of your myopic vision for the world. It's weird to kick out anyone who disagrees. And that's a growing number, Ty. I didn't know you for shit, and you did this. Messages are coming in. And then the more we just look into you, holy shit, are you falling apart and unraveling? I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's hot as fuck in this room. What is the temp outside? In Vegas. Okay, so Ty and Amy were on the road trip together. She made a joke with the N-word in the context of the joke. Also, dumb move. You know, how long has this chick been doing comedy? This just seems dumb. Like, this is like Steve Kern, just saying the N-word for the shock value. It's like saying the N-word is so over. What are you doing? And this may have been a couple years ago, but even then, most of them were free. They were cool. Before that, then Ty, without telling you, started grilling her while recording the conversation and painting her as a huge racist and bled that out to many people. It got so heated, she kicked him out of the car. And they haven't spoken, and there are many comics in Phoenix who painted Amy as a racist. Wow. Now, if you know anything about bigger girls, they love black guys. So that's rude. Very dumb move on her end for sure, but they can both be edge lords. Well, yeah. But I would argue that 50% of the drama in this Vegas comedy community circles around or stems from Ty Rivera. I'd be willing to bet on it. I mean, this guy, everyone I've talked to, and by the way, the same motherfucker, there's so much shit I can't say right now because I'm not sure. And by the way, if the person who's been shutting down my stream is who I think it is, look out for a goddamn served notice. I have people fucking looking into it with the ISP too. But if you're like attacking my stream, first of all, dummy, like I'll just go on my cell phone and go on Facebook Live if I have some really hot info to leak. You know, do you think you can like keep someone from broadcasting long term? What's the end game? I got frustrated yesterday, had to install some new software, and now I have a fucking redundant stream through a different connection. Okay, now what? Haven't gone down at all. Then you'll learn to attack those two. Then what do we do? I'm not some scientist in Chernobyl trying to give up what really happened. Who are you trying to silence a normal person? I'm a normie. I'm a normal person. People who record conversations are weird as fuck. And screenshots. Now, I'm about to show you several screenshots. So I don't want this coming back on me like, oh, Patrick, you're one of them. No. If you have folders of screenshot, well, this doesn't work for me either. I actually have folders of screenshots that I use for show images and stuff. Okay, let's back it up and start again. If you take screenshots, and I think this is mostly on mobile, I'll put this caveat, but if you have like folders of screenshots where you're like getting people for shit, like you're out of your mind. Like it's insane. My interaction with people is very little, very, very little. Because you're all dumb. And here's how you know, too. Whenever you have that friend who's like sending you screenshots of what people are doing and what people are saying, it's like, where do you send screenshots? Vegas comedy at nobodylikesonions.com. Screenshots at nobodylikesonions.com. Comedy secrets at nobodylikesonions.com. Get it? Anything at nobodylikesonions.com. Send in your screenshots. Ty Rivera has blocked me, so I can't see him with my normal accounts. But I can just log out and view them publicly because he's dumb. You know, he doesn't understand. Nobody cares about your profile. Imagine blocking someone who did nothing to you. It doesn't make sense. But send in your screenshots. But also, you people who take screenshots, you know, Adam, I'm making fun of you. Fuck it, I'll just come over to your place soon. No, you won't. No, you won't. This is Walking Dead style quarantine shit over here. We may do it, but we're gonna set up a room with tarp across the middle. We could just do it from home. What's the difference? You just get drunk in your house. It's not like either one of us is going to have a pedophile stumble out of the other room. No, I think this is the way to go. I'm going to be the Las Vegas comedy whistleblower because I've never seen so many people not want to talk about. I can't say the other names I've heard, but I've heard like other people have sexual harassment or rape charges. Black guys, white guys, all kinds of guys. And no one wants to talk about it or say it. Let's go. And by the way, the minute any charges of rape come out against me, I'll be the first one to step away and hand this over to Adam. And then you'll get him, but we'll keep the torch going until we get them all. Gotta get them all, Pokemon. I just, the more I dive into the Twitch world and the Vegas comedy world and the way the world is going, like, I don't care. Let's redline this thing. And by the way, if I go after some of the people who right now, I'm not, the things I have and the stuff we're going to do is not only going to be really fun for the listeners because they love, idiots and idiots who make big mistakes. Oh, you make a big mistake. So, we don't, I'd like to live in a world where everything is happy and we get along. Things are great. Nobody's blatantly lying about each other. You guys are going to be real jealous next summer when I have a big pool home and we're going to have people over for parties. And Adam will be there. Kool-Aid will be there. We'll drain the pool. Just me and Kool-Aid on two ends of a pool creating a wave pool for everyone. It'll be sick. There's going to be all kinds of like fucking surf classes and shit in the middle. But you know who won't be invited? You know who will be looking over the fence going, I want to be Amy Blackwell. No, I don't even know Amy Blackwell. TyRiveraComedy.com. Let's see how many hits we're sitting on for this gym. And again, this is completely anonymous here. We got TyRiveraComedy.com. You can go on there, leave your comments. Nobody's going to judge. What a silly idiot. This site looks better than his actual site. What are you going to do with all your free time? Tai Chi, Tai Bo, tie dye, shirts and blankets, tile bathrooms and floor, tile bathrooms and floors. Fuck this drama queen. I know a million quote dudes like this. Pure idiocy. Yeah, Dan Tynan, a mask doesn't begin to shield us from this horror. So yeah, over 3,000 hits on this in just under a week. And we're getting hits from Ireland, Asia, Europe, a lot from Vegas. So yeah, I think it's great. Just a reflection point, really. A countdown to when it'll all be over for Ty. And I think that's important. I think that's something we can all rally behind. But I'd like to go through Ty's Facebook and I have a screenshot here of a long scroll of his whole Facebook page. Okay? So this isn't a live Facebook page. This is a capture from earlier. On some dope account. But this is Ty's page, okay? Dumb, get woke for undiscovered sexuality. What's the point of adding the plus symbol after the whole LGBTQIA thing? Comedy. Because by the time you get to the end of that word, they will have added another letter. Last night I got a little bummed watching people shit on each other over COVID. Then I had a really good sleep and now I feel better. Maybe if you read this, be a little nicer to everybody today. Okay. Here's the thing. Posts by this guy are either like a full-on troll or a real display of mental illness. Okay? And this one is we're going to go with mental illness display. Okay? Here's what he's saying. He's depressed. He's not feeling good. Now, granted, he probably, if he wasn't aware of this stuff yesterday and then watched it all and saw the website, and he got down about it. Delete the what? Let's just delete the original. What? I don't know what he's saying. But then I had a really good sleep and I feel better. Maybe if you read this, be a little bit nice to each other. I want to remind you, this is the guy stirring up all the shit. He's starting it all. He's fucking instigating all the shit. He even has completely fake arguments with other comedians on his page. If you really know Ty, I don't think you should trust this fight as being real. The only way you know this fight is real is because he's not fighting it. The posts he's making are very subjective, nothing really specific about what's going on. If you look through them, you'll see references, little bits of feeling. It's weird how quickly people want to stomp out any kind of hope. The only option anymore is to be scared, or at least pretend you're scared, to make others feel better. This is a guy who does not like people. He doesn't give a shit. Like, it's insane how many facets of Ty there are. You've got the one where he tells, how dare you tell comics not to work? I always support comics. You've got the Ty that won't wear a mask and doesn't give a... I don't care about anybody. Fuck everybody. I hope they die. Then you've got the Ty who's like, let's all try to be a little bit nicer to each other. Then you got the Ty who's like, Big Irish J is fat shaming me. He needs to be stopped. And then you talk to Big Irish J and he's like, no, it's a bit. We're like fucking around. Oh, it's a bit. It's a bit. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all supposed to be like, oh, what idiots we are because we didn't know that you and him were back and forth with each other. Like, what dummies. I had no fucking clue. These people will then giggle about it in a corner. And I don't know Big Irish J. I've been told by some comics that he's funny, and I know some comics who like him, and I think those comics are funny. So I'm not sure. But Big Irish J may be another fucking big dummy. You know what I mean? I don't know. And if you're watching this, Jay, I don't know. But Ty and him giggling in a corner, getting people, like, oh my God, look at this. Look at them commenting. They really think you're body shaming me. It's like, you're obviously not doing well. You know what I mean? Like, it's clearly not going okay. On the one hand, this motherfucker acts like he doesn't have time for anybody's nonsense. I'm just too busy to deal with haters. I've got gigs and I've got stuff. Millions of hours to post selfie pics in front of mirrors. And then he posts things like, if you dive down this page, it gets even more and more alarming how charming I feel. Let me call out my own bias so you guys can understand me a little better. It's like, no one asked and no one cares. For 1,000, Alex. Let me call out my bias so you guys can understand me. Dr. Fauci handled HIV/AIDS because of his style of panic. He caused a lot of gay men from my generation. I already call bullshit. You don't remember anything from this time. You were probably in a fucking haze, and you're bullshit. For For a lot of you, this is your first ride with Dr. Fauci, but for me, it's not, and I'll be skipping that crazy. I've never heard a more calm and reasoned man in my life. This is a man who a minute ago, Trump was on TV trying to discredit completely. This is a doctor who's been around for 4 or 5 decades, through many epidemics and pandemics. He's served several different presidents on each side of the aisle, and then Trump tries to smear him, and this motherfucker goes on TV and goes, no, we have a pretty good relationship. I don't know why he would say that. This is a calm, reasonable man. You know? It seems like a calm guy to me. And Ty's over here going like, if you guys want to know why I hate Fauci, it's because he's unstable and causes panic. He's sitting by while a fucking president is not doing shit about an epidemic and also going, I don't know, I recommend masks. That doesn't sound panic-inducing to me. And we're getting more messages. Oh, no. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to let that one go. I will say this. This guy, like, crafts a world around him that fits exactly what he wants to say and then just runs. I've never seen, like, we're all delusional to a point. This is a special brand of silly man. And I'm enjoying it. Wait till we get to this one down here. I love how they got like a picture of him with his mask off next to his wife. It's like, got him. Okay, here we go. Everybody, we need to listen to medical professionals. Dr. Emmanuel speaks. Everybody, you can't believe every doctor and medical professional. Anyway, I'm glad you guys found something new to argue about. So this guy sees himself as some sort of like overseer. The way he sees it, I picture the world to him is shaped very much like a Facebook page, you know, or some sort of arena, maybe like in Gladiator, where he's at the top. And he just sees people arguing, you know, no mind that he's the one who like took everybody's food away and then threw out a piece of bread for people to fight on. You know, no mention of that. He's just up here going like, oh, I see you guys are fighting again. Wish I had your problems. And it's just like, motherfucker, who are you fooling? And I'll tell you who he's fooling. He's got a whole bunch of them. He's got a whole crowd full of yes men on his page. Now, a lot of them are not comedians. They are basic bitches. But I'm calling out the comics who are fucking falling for this shit. And look, I'm not saying don't like a post by the guy. I'm not saying anything, you know? I'm not one of these guys coming into the Vegas comedy community going, you must choose him or me. I don't give a shit. And frankly, I'd rather you choose him because this is gay as fuck. And if you're into him, get away from me. But this is crazy behavior for his little fucking 2 or 3 dorks to run over to everything he posts and literally suck the moist end of his urethra through the back of their own goddamn necks. I've never seen it. Like, this is nonsense what he's posting. This isn't even like a thoughtful opinion, okay? Want to talk about hot takes, you know? This isn't even a take. This is just a lie. You can't lie, giggle with the lie about your friend, and then when people argue with your lie, go, you know what I mean? Like there's so many fucking examples of this shit. Is like you set off a bomb in the corner of a room, and then people look over at the bomb, and then you run back to your friends and go, we set off a bomb and everybody looked. What a bunch of fucking idiots. It's like, number one, you're gonna be labeled retarded on a fully functioning level if you think that's a good got 'em. Number two, the circle jerk after it's over is almost more cringe. The running back when it's done and going, what an idiot, he didn't even get it. It's like nobody gets anything anymore. Getting it is over. You know, I could sit here all day and talk about why Wes continues to digitally manipulate my fucking emotes in the chat. reversing them, rainbowing them, arrowing them, hand them, upside down, black and white, flipped around, gradient overlays, whatever, explosions. I could show you the world, take you wonder for wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic emote ride. I don't care. Imagine me trying to explain that to not only the chat room, but to fucking people listening to this on a podcast or watching it later, at a later point in time, on video on demand, only on Dish TV. The getting it, the like getting people by them not getting your dumb thing. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you created a fucking retarded thing. Second of all, you're back giggling with some other fucking low IQ introvert, you know, in some private Discord channel or Facebook where you're just like, oh my God, he didn't even know what the secret thing we came up with meant. Oh, you got him. Hold on, let me get this straight. You made up a thing that never existed and then that guy didn't know what it meant? Fuck. Did you record it? Don't get me wrong, it can be funny, but you're hurting yourself when you run off into a corner, pat yourself on the back about it, and make it seem like you did something. Look, have a laugh, have some amusement, but you know what I mean? When you're running around going like, we really did it, fuck, I'm like the Hitler of pranks. Over 6 billion people didn't know what I even meant by that. So I fucking got him. Okay. And that goes for Ty and everybody. I'm awake and ready to field any questions. Okay. Snapshot of narcissism right here. Right here. Only on this edition of Ty's. We just lost everything. Wow, we're being DDoSed again. It's happening. It's happening again. It never fucking fails. Wow, we get attacked. We get brought down. It never fucking fails. Look at these guys. I can't even get the stream back. Boom. Okay, we flipped over to our redundant now. Hopefully that stays up. Are we still up? Are we back up? Yeah, so we just got DDoSed. We just got attacked. I don't know who did it. We just got attacked, and then we switched over now to our backup stream. So tell me how my ass tastes now. So again, another big got 'em. I don't know how much money that costs for you to do. How much money is that costing you right now to just hammer my router? Cool. Well, it cost me $0 to implement what I did to fix it. So we're all good. I steal most software that I own. I'm awake and ready to field any questions. Please wait. Is this Ty, by the way? Am I completely wrong? Is this Ty? What are the odds that Ty has any fucking ability to do this to a stream? This is not Ty, correct? It can't. I refuse to believe it. It just can't. So this is what he wakes up. He wakes up and goes, I'm ready to field any questions. I'm awake and ready to field any questions. I'll try to wait your turn and don't talk over each other. Okay? So a couple of things here. Number one, the idea. Again, I've woken up. The sun and the moon and the stars circle around me. The comedy community circles around me. And by the way, for a guy who's up on a comedy pedestal, you know, I don't walk around acting like I'm the comedy Shah of shit. You know, if you're a comedian, you usually have pretty low self-esteem. This guy is like telling other people they aren't funny, be funnier, do better. It's like, I haven't seen it. And we have a clip. We're going to watch it. Yeah, he also constantly posting things about fix my car's AC. Remember, this is a real comic slamming other guys. He called me not a comic. These guys are like, oh yeah, he's not a real comic. Him and Trevor Trays Mala. Again, a guy I don't know, but it was completely full of horse shit. You know, he is one of the guys who's on every thread 17 laughing face emojis. Really? Over something Ty typed out? Grow up. Please try to wait your turn and don't talk over each other. So again, imposing his order, his will, his terms of service for his dumb delusional thread. And look at all these dummies on here. What do you eat for lunch? A large banana and a protein shake. When are you coming back to Fresno so we can laugh our asses off? I second this. So these are all just basic. This is a comic who friends fans. I'm extremely proud of for the longest time I was proud of having under 1,000 Facebook friends. I think I'm almost to 2,000 now. These guys close to 5,000. Let me tell you something about these guys. You make fun of a comic with 1,000 friends? No. You make fun of a comic with 1,000 friends? No. Make fun of a comic with 4,500 friends. Let me tell you why. That guy has friended everyone who's ever asked. And that's all. That's all of them. Okay? So he'll never have that many likes on his fan page. You'll never see that shit. What you will see is 4,500 friend requests. 17% of those are bots. 50% of them are idiots who saw him at a show and friend requested him. Anybody who friend requests me, I got this guy Marty Fowler. He friend requests me every goddamn day. I don't know you, brah. And he's been listening to the show for on about 10, 12, 28 years. Really, over 10. I won't accept this guy's friend request. I don't fucking know you like that. I'd rather get in a room with Adam Jimenez coughing down my throat while I jerk off to Ty Rivera's MAGA hat. You're out of your gourd. But this is it. This is what these guys do. So when you see a comic in here sucking, and I'm not saying you're not allowed to comment on his thing or post on his thing. That's not what I'm saying. Like, live your life and react with people. Every once in a while, I comment on a thread, and then I go, I shouldn't have. I know better. Facebook is basic behavior, and it just doesn't. None of it ages well. It's not. The less you post, the better your future self will look back and thank you. Trust me on that one. It's truth, and you can write that down in your cookbook. So this is all just the most basic bit, okay? Tell me why all the celebrities I turned to advice ended up on Epstein's thing. Ha ha ha. Then shock face. Which neighborhood are you in Vegas? Ha ha ha. By the way, Ty is in paradise? He's close. Let's find him. Am I dead? And then a heart. If this is Ty, it's not real Facebook, so I can't click it. I'll just say this, man. This is basic bitch 101 shit. I'm awake, ready for questions. What do you eat for breakfast? A protein bar. Cool. And yet, look, I'm not saying don't do this. Look, we're allowed to have basic bitch comics. You don't get to run around acting like the arbiter of cool while you do this. You don't get to make a video reviewing a Popeye's chicken sandwich and run around blocking people you don't agree with and saying that they're wrong and they're basic and you're bored and you don't have the time. They got the backup? Fuck, don't say that. It looks like we're up. I don't think they can do both, so I think it'll toggle if we get dropped. But we'll see. And I'll get a third if we have to. Fuck these dorks. I'll broadcast from the moon, goddammit, and wait till Starlink's up. Thanks, I got your back, Elon Musk. SpaceX, you're in my dreams forever. You know this shit. No. All right, let's scroll down more because it gets even worse. I can't tell you how much I hate my friend Raymond Lee. Okay, so this is someone Photoshop. He takes nude mirror selfies all the time. And then someone Photoshopped a beer helmet onto his head. And he thought that was a big hoot to post. And this is the kind of guy who uses 19 exclamation points. These are all basic people. So then we have Trevor Trays Mala. And again, I don't know this guy at all. And Adam, if he's still in the chat, maybe Adam can shed some light on this guy. I've never had a problem with him. I think we've done some shows together. But this guy comes in. Look at this. He posts this picture, and then Trevor comes in with fire, fire, fire. And it's like, this is unfathomable. He is going through the unimaginable. It's not possible that two comedians think this is good and funny. It's not possible. And I know you're like, Patrick, really? Yes. Yes. It's not possible that that's happened or that that's what's going on. I'm just letting you know. Like, it's just not, there's no way on earth. To the people making jokes about my profile pic, another one. Get me a DJ Khaled clip, please. Another one. Somebody ripped that. To the people making jokes about my profile pic, thanks for getting me. To the people who are mad, feel free to unfriend. Sorry, but I'm not living for you and your feelings. Okay, so another weird one, okay? No one is mad about your pic. No one is curious why you feel this. No one feels anything about anything you do. Really. Even people close to you in your life, I would imagine. Yet you're coming on and you're going, to the people who are mad about my pic. This was like another Trump video he made a couple weeks ago where he's like, people are wondering why I was so hard on Trump people the other day. And that's even like a double remove step. So now you've got a man who's like, I know people got mad. Hold on. I know I went hard on Trump people. And it's like, first of all, no Trump people are even aware that you exist or went hard on them. And then he's got another layer of fandom he's invented to put on top of that where he's like, people are wondering why I went so hard on the Trump people. So now there's two groups of people. The people who are wondering and the fucking Trump people you went off on. And neither one of those people are fucking real. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. And this is the most smoke and mirrors I've ever seen somebody like keep up. You know what I mean? Because if Trevor's on here, and I don't know this dude, but he's, we'll dig into it, and he's probably like done something with a semi truck that's illegal in 17 states. You going on here and posting fire, fire, fire just shows me that you're a goose stepping sycophant, as far as I'm concerned. To the people making jokes about my profile, it's like no one's making jokes, you dork. No one. Feel free to unfriend, okay? Feel free to unfriend. First of all, he just wants it all the time. Unfriend, refriend, I friended. Last week it was I friended some new people. Make sure you behave yourselves. This week it's get the fuck out and unfriend. See if I give any shit.
I don't care. My jokes don't go over.
Sorry, I'm not living for your feelings.
He does not care. I don't care.
Oh, come on, guys.
He does not care.
I just like the more you scream it, just like Google, do no evil, right? And Ty's over here going like, I just want the best. Remember last week on his thing, he was like, honestly, I just want everybody to get along and be peaceful. This morning, the top of the thing is like, this morning he's posting, I just woke up and I was a little bit down about things, and now I've picked myself up. If we could all be a little nicer to each other, scroll down the page, this motherfucker's full on. Fuck you, unfriend me if you're mad. I don't give a shit. I'm not living for you and your feelings. It's like a minute ago, it's like we all need to be a little more compassionate and treat. This dude is manic, bipolar, all over the goddamn place. His brain ain't wired up right. This guy acts like he got put together from fucking mosquito DNA inside of a goddamn tree sap. You putting in dino DNA? They made a wrong Tyrannosaurus. Woo. Like, he's all over the goddamn world. This isn't a real man. Let's see what he's in now. Here he is. Okay, so I just took my car to get looked at. By the way, he was in Phoenix while I was in Phoenix. Imagine this. We could have run into each other. Turns out now I need an AC kit to replace. They quoted me $2,300. So now he's asking for recommendations on Facebook. What? I got to see this car. What kind of car is it? I'm surprised AC Delco doesn't have a part. And I don't like this either. And Adam will get mad. I don't like this Cash App and Venmoing. Do ask for donations like a respectable person through the links. Which brings us to the point of the show where I tell you guys, hey, thanks so much. We've gotten a few subscribers this show, and we've gotten a lot of followers over the past couple of days. I can't thank you guys enough. Head on over to your Amazon Prime accounts, link it up to your Twitch account, and then hit subscribe. It's $4.99. You're not going to get any ads while you watch the channel. And if you haven't noticed, I kind of been living on here lately. If I'm in town, we're going to be doing shows. I got to run to Costco in a little bit, but I'll tell you, I'll make a deal. If I can get 3 subscribers before I go off the air today, 3 subscribers before I go off today, I come back tonight, we'll do another fucking, 17 hours. Join up. It's easy. It's free, especially if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime. Link up those accounts and go to the PayPal link. Donate some good old-fashioned money. Join the overdose. That's how you ask for money. This on posting your Cash App and your Venmo, this is some hooker shit. Oh, God. I just died in your arms tonight. Fuck. I'm off Diet Coke. I'm off nicotine. And I'm off giving a fuck. Am I right, Kevin Meaney?
I don't care.
Okay, that was a real... I almost lost it. Please send in your thoughts and prayers. The Cash App Venmo stuff, I'm not into. Although I'll pay Ty Rivera $500 to come on this show. You sit down, we get to ask you whatever we want to ask you. We get to poke you with anything we want. And $500. Okay. People need to start getting charged with aggravated assault or attempted murder for throwing these dividers. Okay, so he thinks that a teen black girl throwing, don't get me wrong. If you've seen this video, these women are out of control and should be punished. And a really way to go out on a limb. People need to start getting charged for crime. Okay, Ty. And this isn't about hot take, not hot take. I have to fucking circle back and do this because this is what'll happen. I have to circle back and do this because people will go, look, he said hot takes were dumb. And then, he's making fun of him. Hot taken. And it's no. This is a different thing. He didn't post this video and go you have to break it down and look at the language of the post. This isn't about takes because there's not a take. Everything leads back to Ty. All roads lead back to Ty. Watch. People need to start getting charged with aggravated assault or attempted murder for throwing these dividers. The bottom is a heavy weight, and I cringe every time I see one getting thrown. All right? So we've already turned it a little bit towards him. I cringe every time I see. Here we go. Here it is. Here's the payoff. I keep telling you guys. I keep trying to tell you guys. Voters are watching. He keeps trying to tell us. He's trying, guys. I don't know why you won't pay attention. Here's just an incendiary pic. As if we need more photos. This looks like somebody did bad effects makeup work. It's nuts. I called this 4 years ago, and everyone told me I was just starting shit. So just another I told you guys I was the light. I'm the leader. Here we go. Here's another one. It's always a bit weird when people you're not connected to comment on your stuff with a long-winded comment. Wow. Has there ever been a more hypocritical post from a Rivera? throughout history. By the way, don't miss the life event over here. One life event over 10 years ago. Good job, Ty. Loved your hair back then. Really, really good. Looks like a pineapple under the sea. It's a bit weird when people you're not connected with that's what started this all. Remember that. Him coming over and posting on a post that wasn't about him or asking him anything. I always feel like, how did you get here? And did people actually know you get so sick of you now? Just search on Facebook to get that. What? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Last appearance on Comedy Central. Yeah, thanks. It's always a bit weird when people you're not connected to comment on your stuff. Yeah, it is, Ty. I always feel like, how did you get here? And do the people you actually know get sick of you, so now you just search Facebook for new people to get on the nerves of? That's what you did, you dork. I didn't say shit. You came over just to get on people's nerves. And then he's, meanwhile, watching this going like, I know, that's why I posted that, because that's exactly what I did. You don't get it, dork. He doesn't get it. We got him. Yeah, you got it. You did get it. Oh, fuck. Did we get one sub? Did we just get a sub? I can't. What is going on with this browser? Some weird shit going on in my internet. And you might be after me, whoever you are, but we'll find you. I've got a whole lawyer team on it. Actually, I've got one lawyer on it and several people I don't really believe in to get anything done. Not to be rude. Here we go. Here we go. By the way, replace this all with Ty. Not to be rude, but who's worried about Mike Ditka's opinion on anything at all? So he found an article on USA Today of Mike Ditka kneeling athletes. He says, Mike Ditka, if you don't know, football guy, get the hell out of the country. Mike Ditka thinks anybody who kneels at football should get the hell out of the country. And then Ty Rivera, who nobody asked either, just posted that article going, who cares what this guy thinks? It's like, there's a million people we don't care who thinks. Amy Schumer's got a new show where she's playing in cookie dough with her fetus naked. I don't feel the need to go online and go, who wanted to see Amy Schumer naked in a pool of ragu? I don't do it because I don't care. It's very, very weird. It is not lit or dope at all to do this. You are not getting anyone. No one feels you, dog. This is nanners. Nanner pudding at best. Anybody care about, hello, Mike Ditka, anyway. And then another post, Phoenix, where am I going to get my car AC fixed? Never heard of Google. Please help. And, he just what he wanted was someone to go like, you're a celeb. You shouldn't have to pay for this at all. You don't got it like that, Ty. You don't got it like that. And then he's just posting pictures of nude men. Rip Regis Philbin, final answer. Again, this is the comedy god. Comedy god. And look at this. I see right off the bat, Todd Rex. This is a comic. And I don't know him very, very well at all. But Todd Rex, capital LOL. 1, 2, 3 exclamation points. And then someone else, probably a comic, probably Ty, comes to that comment and puts a laughy face. So we've got Rip Regis Philbin, which in and of itself not funny at all. Final answer. Okay? And Ty posts this. And then everyone's like, LOL. And then Ty comes in like, yeah, it was a pretty good one. It's like, I can't anymore. I'm not going to act like it. And I've got good friends who are friends with this guy. I can't. Look, I don't have a problem with you being friends with him, and I'm sure he doesn't murder puppies. But this is a dork and a loser at best. And he's got his head up his ass. And he's not a good person. You know, I'm a good person. I don't want to do bad things. Sometimes we have to. I got to get out of here. I got to go to Costco. When I get back, I will do some more stuff because we, believe it or not, have too much Ty. Send in all of your stuff to secrets@nobodylikesonions.com. Secrets@nobodylikesonions.com. About everybody. All the stuff I want it. I want pedophile accusations. I want all the things. Stop messaging me DMs on Instagrams and Reddit, you weirdos. Just send me secrets@nobodylikesonions.com. Send me the proof. If you don't have proof, don't say shit. We'll be putting it out. We don't need to know where it came from or how it got here. My discretion, my reputation precedes me. We don't have to spill the beans on where stuff comes from. Amy Blackwell, we'd love to hear your story. We hear you're a victim, and we're interested in buying the rights to the Ty Rivera nightmare scenario. Thank you very much. We'll be back later. Call your mom. It's been a while. Say hi. And really, everybody, stop acting cool. It's bad. When you think you're cool and when you think you got them, that's when you look dumb. And they got you.